Hi, my name is Vaidatas, and in this video I'll explain what is JSON and help you understand its syntax and how to store JSON data. Let's get started. JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation. It is a text-based file format used for storing and transmitting data, typically between a web server and a client. In addition to transferring information, JSON is also suitable for storing user submission forms and validating your customers' email addresses. Like the name suggests, it represents structured data based on the JavaScript object syntax. That means JavaScript programs can convert JSON data into native JavaScript objects without parsing or serializing the information. Despite its strong association with JavaScript, JSON is also compatible with other programming languages and systems such as C++, PHP, Python, and Ruby. Today, JSON is the standard format for data exchange. Google, Facebook, and Twitter are some of the big names using it. So, what makes it so popular among web developers and programmers? Let's look at some of the features contributing to JSON's popularity. First, JSON is easy to read and write even for beginners. Its simple text format requires less coding than the extensive markup language, or XML. Second, JSON is a simpler and lightweight alternative to XML. Converting XML to a JavaScript object is time-consuming and involves hundreds of lines of code. On the other hand, a JSON parser only takes one line of code to change text to JavaScript, so the data parsing process is much faster. A JSON file is typically smaller in size when compared to XML. That means you can perform the same task with fewer characters. Another advantage is readability. Most program languages have built-in functions to parse JSON strings, making it easy to send JSON data across different computers and systems. Another thing worth mentioning is that JSON uses server-side rendering to increase responsiveness. With client-side parsing, browsers need to download the web content first before displaying it to users. Server-side parsing ensures that browsers get a fully rendered HTML page, resulting in faster load times. Now that you learn what is JSON and its key advantages, let's take a look at its structure. Here's what the JSON syntax looks like. Since JSON is based on the JavaScript syntax, they share similar rules. First, data should be presented in key-value pairs, separated by commas. Here, name is the key, and Thomas is the value. A comma separates them from another key-value pair, age and the corresponding value, 29 in this case. Next, curly brackets are used to determine objects, while arrays are stored in square brackets. Now that we discussed JSON syntax rules, let's dive deeper into the several data types it contains. First, there is the string. It can be text or Unicode characters with double quotes enclosing them. Second, the number value should be an integer or a floating point with no quotation marks. Next, booleans contain true or false values, while null is an empty value. Then, an object contains key-value pairs inside curly brackets. The values can be a string, number, boolean, null, object, or array. From this example, you can see that the object has 5 key-value pairs, which each containing a different data type. And lastly, an array is an ordered collection of objects or values within square brackets. Understanding JSON syntax will help us in the next step, which is storing JSON data. Apart from representing JSON values, objects and arrays also serve as storing methods. Let's start with objects. An object starts and ends with curly brackets. It contains key-value pairs called properties, with commas separating each line. A colon goes between each key and value. A key should contain a string, while the value can be one of the 6 JSON data types. In our example, first name, last name, and gender serve as the keys, while Tom, Jackson, and male are values. JSON objects are different from the objects in the JSON data type. The former serve as a method of storing data, while the data type represents an associative array of key-value pairs. If you have more complex data, then using arrays is necessary. Unlike objects, arrays enable one key to store multiple values. They're enclosed in square brackets with commas separating each line. What differentiates this method from the previous one is the 4th key-value pair. Here, hobby is a key that contains 3 values, which are football, reading, and swimming. Keep in mind that JSON arrays are different from arrays as values. The values consist of ordered collections of elements, typically all of the same type. To sum up, JSON is a text-based format used for storing and transferring data across different systems. It offers a simpler, lightweight, and compact solution to XML, making it a popular option amongst web developers and programmers. I hope this video helped you understand what is JSON and feel more confident to start using it. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe to our channel for more tutorials. Thank you for watching.